Well,
that muscle
nobody's here to knock me down. Well,
I'll knock myself down. I'll just jump off the bridge. Ah!
I'd rather kill myself. Oh no! Oh wait, I can breathe under here. Wait, no, I can't. There we go.
I feel like you did the exact same thing for the Tails playthrough.
Problem solved. God damn it! Just hold left the whole time. If you want to get the rings. There we go. Just gotta hold it from the beginning. Which there are 2 emeralds to get in this stage. 2 big rings. One of them is somewhat early on. Okay. Once you get through the water tunnel, you want to kind of go high. Or just stay high from here, I guess?
Take the high ground, I guess? I mean, you are Knuckles, dirty dirt.
Yeah, you can take this for a while. And then... yeah, just keep going for a while. You always have to fall down after a bit. I say 3 different Nintendo games all won awards, which is pretty interesting. Still feels weird that Mario Wonder was nominated for Game of the Year, but you know what? I'm willing to accept it.
Honestly, for the kind of quality, I wonder if it was down there.
Oh, there's something else I will say I did notice. You're good.
Right,
I feel like Resident Evil 4 didn't get nominated for much.
Honestly, I can't, I won't argue that.
I mean,
it is a remake.
Pretty... unlike the others that were definitely, like, considerable... keep going. Were considerable improvements. Alright, now run back to the left for a good bit.
Okay.
Just stay low. Alright, go to the right, and then you want to go low. Or go right there. Never mind.
Okay.
Just hit the wall down there. There's your first one.
Okay.
The other one will be late in the stage. But yeah.
Okay.
Where the other remakes, 2 and 3, were pretty different compared to the original versions. I imagine, well, Remake 4 added some things, got rid of some things, but remained somewhat faithful, I imagine.
Because it was the first game in the series to bring in the behind-the-back third-person camera. And it was also the most influential, one of the more influential games because of it.
They knew if they changed it too much, people would say bad things about it.
I mean, you were still... Damn it.
Oh.
I think I understood what you were trying to do. But...
yeah, that was... You hit me! No! Not again!
God
It's the button on the right. I know with friggin... with Xbox, that's the button.
I think it's more because it's like... because of me jumping, I associate jump with the control button, and...
You can't use A and B for jumping.
Thanks for telling me that now!
Yeah, I mean, a lot of games would make me use the bottom button for jumping, so I can't really blame you for that. Next one's not till late. No, my electric shield! It looked like it shot! That was cool.
That would have been fun if that was an effect where you just shot with the shield and it actually kills everything.
Like screen nuke the area?
Screen nuke the underwater area.
It just kills you instantly. Oh no! That would have been funny.
Knuckles used discharge. Everyone's dead.
Oh yes. Perfect. Now, this is all things should be. Wait, I was going to say, let's see. It was Zelda won Best Action Adventure Game, Mario won Best Family Game, and somewhat surprising to me, was Pikmin 4 won Best Strategy Game.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else in terms of strategy games that came out.
Then again, 3 or 4 of them were all on Nintendo platforms, so...
Gee, it's almost like Nintendo's giving us the genres that nobody else wants to fucking give us.
I think Armored Core 4 was on there. I think that's a strategy game, right?
That'll be action.
Oh, maybe it's action. I don't know why. I was thinking it was like a tactical RPG for some reason. I might be mixing it up with something else. I might be mixing that up with, I was gonna say Mechasol. Oh, shit, they threw you away from where the emerald was.
God damn, of course they would.
Yep, they sped you through that. Well, if you die, you can go back and get it.
You wanna die?
Part of me wants to, but at the same time...
We probably have opportunities.
yeah.
Although, if you drown... Never mind. I can still drown, though!
Wow, you can. You know what? You know what? You know what?
Oh, you got out of the water.
Oh!
Yeah, you just clipped out of the water. Save yourself.
Wow.
It would have been interesting to see if that landing on the ground, basically after the end of the stage, you died. I would have been very curious to see what would have happened. So to experiment on our own time, perhaps.
Apparently, yeah.
Oh.
So, good to know you could still possibly drown after killing the boss. Wonder what that sounds familiar.
Did I do that?
You definitely died after killing a boss.
Oh.
I wonder which one.
Okay, I thought you meant like drowning in particular. I was say I can't remember that. Trying to get close.
You don't need to roll, you can just run it.
I mean, still spin dashing is helpful. We're getting up things faster, so can't blame for that.
As I clipped right onto.
Wow, that was very unfortunate.
All right, where are my
son?
Special stages, I think 20 enough. It's the only two in this stage I can see are the two we're already aware of.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not missing anything there. Of course. It'll be way too easy.
Yeah, there's a bunch of games from this year. Like,
I say I'm definitely thinking about getting Baldur's Gate 3.
I have it in my wish list.
I know some Sony players have been getting it and then wondering how it's Game of the Year because it's a turn-based game. You guys are way too used to your frickin' third-person cinematic adventure games.
Or anything like Skyrim.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember, like, a lot of Western RPGs are kind of like, been like that for quite a while.
Oh yeah, Best RPG was the only nomination Starfield had, and clearly didn't win that.
I mean, Starfield was just kind of,
I would have felt weird if Baldur's Gate 3 didn't win that.
If Baldur's Gate 3 didn't win that, I feel like a lot of people would have had a lot of their looks to give.
Right,
Myself
so-
included.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's a bunch of indie games as well from this year that I was actually interested in.
Yeah. I also forgot apparently
Stars.
Dave the Diver wasn't technically an indie game because it had a lot of funding from another publisher.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
All right, so where am I going?
Just keep going for a while.
There's that.
Keep
and
going.
There was a couple of indie games from this year that I was interested
To the left.
in.
Okay.
One is, I think it was called Gravity Circuit, I want to say. I've heard a lot about that one. And Sea of Stars. I have Sea of Stars. Just need
I think
to
that
play
won
it.
Best Indie, as it should have.
It deserves to.
Yeah, it's definitely a great RPG. It might be this wall or another wall. Try the
Below
one
you?
lower. If it's not the one lower, then okay, maybe it's another one. I always mix them up here.
I think it's the second one.
Yeah, second one of these is
The
what we're looking
second, when you
for.
come out of here the second time.
Yeah, second one of these. I always mix that up. I got rid of the map because I was looking forward to the next stage. Trying to stay ahead. God damn it, you freaking! Yeah, I was trying to think. A lot of the indies were there. They're really good.
I mean, and again,
Vampire Survivors was one.
Sea of
I know
Stars and...
People were hoping to see stuff from Hollow Knight Silk Song there. Because everybody's still obsessed with Hollow Knight. And nothing was shown. It's a game that's been teased for fucking like 4 years. But it's a small indie dev.
I'm trying to think about...
Okay, I think it's gonna be the left after you shoot out of this.
Okay.
Oh no, maybe it's further up. I always forget where it is. Fuck you! Love that. Alright, maybe you can try over there. That might work. Or it just won't let me on. That's cool. Thanks. Oh wait, no, it does send you that way.
I think it's a little bit more forward.
I always forget this stage. It's so weird. I always mix up a lot of segments being so similar. That's the fun of the Sonic games. You get to explore. Oh yeah, and Sonic Superstars wasn't nominated for anything either. Yeah, maybe might have been nominated for Best Family Game.
Yeah, I would not count that for...
Especially
put
the
it this
multiplayer
way.
aspect. Ugh.
Yeah, I heard the weird
for that
multiplayer
game
mode was
is
bad.
horrendous.
Yeah, I heard
You
the
and I probably have seen clips of one particular channel that...
Oh,
Now go to the
yeah.
left.
Now it's here.
There it is. Okay, it was this one.
But yeah, let's just put it this way. Some of the boss designs...
Yeah, I've heard some of the bosses are ass. Like, one or two in particular are apparently, like, really bad.
Their Sonic 4 levels are bad, if not worse. How would you like to sit here and wait for a bunch of bosses to... You know, some people want to give a lot of the 2D Sonic games shit because so many of the bosses can go by quickly. But that's only if you know what you're doing.
There's some that can take a fucking eternity. Look at the Sonic Rush series, you want an example of that.
Yeah, because that's always been like a big thing about 2D bosses. I've heard a lot of people throw shade towards with the 2D games is that, oh, well, they go by too fast if you know what you're doing. Like, no shit.
Sonic
because
Rush, they do not. Some of them, the time they expect you to get is like 3 minutes.
This is
It's
like,
damn!
you get some some games where it's like, well, you get what you asked for. You want bosses that take a fucking eternity. This is what fucking happens.
Yep.
And then afterwards, what ends up happening is now I don't want to play your game anymore because I am sitting here twirling with my thumb up my ass.
The worst I personally had to experience was either, well, not 2D, but Sonic Generations. The final boss is a fucking slog.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, it's horrible. The 3DS version is better, but even still.
I don't know if I want to call him worse or all the bosses in Sonic 4 Episode 2. Because so many of those fucking bosses just want to sit there in the background doing their bullshit. You can't do anything.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I heard
And
Episode 2 is
so
generally better than Episode 1, too.
That's because one of the big things about Episode 2 that they got right is that they actually got the physics working. Compared
Ah.
to the first game where you had Spider Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Spider Sonic.
Yeah, but that's the big thing about the second game is that they got the physics right, but there was a couple of other problems that the game had. They gave you a bunch of these cool new moves, which honestly weren't bad, but then they plaster everything with fucking springs and speed boosters.
Ah.
So it kind of makes it, what the fuck did you give us all these new abilities for if you're just gonna sit here and plaster everything to make everything automated?
Right.
Super Sexy 69 attack.
Not a great idea, don't go. So you were gonna get frosty, you tried that move. Just stay behind him, do it the way it's intended here, or you will die. And so Sonic Superstar is worse than Sonic 4.
I'd
Specifically
say
the
no.
multiplayer.
I'd say no.
At least the
The
multiplayer aspect
multiplayer is
sucks, but
the worst aspect of that game, which sucks because...
but the game it's by itself is fun.
By itself in single player, it's better than Sonic 4. Not a low bar to pass, but
Yeah.
Sonic, let's just say Superstars has a lot of cool ideas that...
Alright, where to now?
Just keep going. We're not there yet.
Yeah, but Sonic Superstars has a lot of cool ideas that could potentially be returned to be refined.
Yeah.
The question just becomes, is Sega gonna let them actually refine it, or Sonic
Or
Team
they-
gonna sit here gonna be like, let's just toss this all out for something completely new that we can't, that's not refined in any way.
Yeah, because I know that was the biggest problem with Sega for like mid to late 2000s was like, oh, it didn't work out, we're just gonna scrap it and not try to fix it.
Yeah.
So the fans have to fix some of those, like Sonic 06.
It's like, oh yeah, it's like this idea we had like didn't work, so okay, we're just never gonna do it again.
We're just gonna scrap it and make something completely different.
Yep.
Oh what? That didn't work either? Okay, scrap that. Never touch that again. Either.
And you know, all their talent went to the Yakuza studio from the sounds of it. When they did their big consolidation a bit after the Dreamcast era, that's where everybody went. To the studio that did Super Monkey Ball, and then Yakuza started happening. Try to hang to the right after you get up. Okay, maybe not like that.
Well, you said hang to the
Well,
right.
you didn't say hang right, to be fair.
Yeah, I forgot how it was formed.
I mean, it's almost like we don't remember what the levels look like by heart. How dare we?
Can I call myself a Sonic fan? I should be ashamed
I mean, come
of
on.
being a Sonic fan.
I mean, come on. We had your presidential campaign slogan in the Tales playthrough, where you like Sonic and say fuck a lot.
I lost the election. I gotta go for re-election. They didn't like my ideas.
What did you do?
I insulted Bubsy. Apparently, the brainwashed parts of the community did not like that. Alright, right
There's
up
actually
here.
people that care about Bubsy.
They've been brainwashed, man.
All three of them.
They're Bubsy supporters. You don't want to meet them.
There's 300. No, wait, I got the numbers wrong. That's 3.00. Got it.
Remember, you don't want to do that with a stage in particular.
Oh shit,
You
right.
want to cut through them because you want to find all these segments have blue spheres. Use those to just run through to remind yourself where you've been.
Okay.
Yeah, because you need some of them to make sure you can go back and forth and round trip.
It seems like a good idea, then you trap yourself surrounded by red spheres and you're like, well, fuck.
I mean, you can theoretically double jump past them, but that's not the brightest of ideas.
Or just get really close to the first one and jump over both of them. Also not a recommended idea. That's why you want to avoid the situation altogether. I mean, you could block it all off and still do it in theory, but I would be very cautious about that. Alright, that should be all those, and now you just gotta run through everything.
Okay.
But again, you're better off just running through and not blocking yourself off. That's all.
Okay.
So just be careful. Now part of me is worried. Let's see if my worries will come to pass. Oh, poor Sonic. I heard there's supposedly going to be another 3D Sonic game coming in like 2025, maybe?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wonder how that's gonna turn out.
You only have the one path left. I think you're good.
I think you're good.
Alright, good, you did it. Nice. No problem. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You've gone through 4 of them. All in your own efforts.
Yay!
You only had one more ring. You could have gotten 3 coins. Why does that matter now?
Why do you care about the coins so
Which
much?
is the funny thing is, aside from
I'm
the
a
one
hoarder.
that I accidentally exited out of, like they were all in the first attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I still don't understand why they programmed to get out of the...
Yeah, like, oh, in the second half where you can just go to the room and it's like, alright, that's great, and you just leave.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? Oh, cool. A quick route over. Oh, this boss might suck as Knuckles. I didn't think about that.
Like I said, remember, low jump. You're gonna
Yep.
have to improvise.
You don't have the ability to fly, so you'll do it legitimately.
And it's gonna be a while because of illegitimacy.
Oh, God, I love that.
Fine.
I don't think there are any exciting game announcements from Game Awards. I mean, there are some sci-fi shooters I guess would be worth looking into. I think one of them is by the original creators of Mass Effect, so that's something to look forward to. They expect you to climb on the wall and glide across that, you couldn't tell. Now you gotta go down.
Okay.
Yep, so jump over those and go down. Well,
Well, he said jump over them.
not
could
as
just
spikes!
I mean, you could just run through.
There's that. I don't know. I feel like it's a crushing hazard waiting to happen because you could fall right into that too.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's why I thought that was a more cautious idea. Although, well, this one you can go down just fine.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
wanna
say
lose all my
at that
rings anyway.
point.
I didn't like these rings. They look old. This boss is exactly the same as it was. Remember, you want to stay away from that. Or you want to hit him as he comes down. Or, oh no, he doesn't come down like that.
Remember, he uses death charges. Or
Right.
whatever. You gotta
I
use
forgot.
those to-
Oh yeah, I didn't point it out yet. You notice that Knuckles isn't fighting Eggman now. He's fighting an... I wanted to say it's an Eggman Robo of some
Egg
kind.
Robo, I think is
Yeah,
what they
Egg
define
Robo.
it
Yeah,
as.
it's just Egg Robo, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you're gonna have to either get on that Cyclone to frickin', well, jump into him after it's, you know, doing
Yeah,
that.
it's like you have to jump on the cyclone and then...
Or, you'll have to kind of jump into those things
the
while
he-
you fly upward.
Yeah, because the water doesn't hurt you, but the explosion on the ground will.
Yeah, this boss could be,
God.
yeah. And because of Knuckles jumping, you can almost a high jump out of that at one point. Yep. They even changed the strategies of some of the bosses to make them harder with Knuckles. So yeah, again, this definitely recommends your last playthrough. I'll say it again. It is brutal. It's definitely the Sonic 3 playthrough for people that are familiar with this game. What does that make us?
Absolutely nothing.
Filthy casuals.
Which is what you're currently becoming.
By that logic, I should be the filthiest one of them all since I haven't even played this mode.
I mean, if you're not, like, super into Sonic, it's really hard to do a bunch of playthroughs in a row.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that make us? Don't worry about it! At least you have
Filthy
infinite
casuals.
time.
I've said this before.
At least you have infinite tries now, so you don't have to worry about it.
And I don't have to worry about the time over.
Yeah, your time over's also gotten rid of as well, so you don't have to deal with that garbage.
That's more what I meant. Oh, and that's actually what I meant. You have infinite time for these tries as well. Yes.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of any other big announcements. There was a lot of mobile shit. There were some sci-fi shooters that particularly work with the 4 Mass Effect people, and I think the last one they got announced was basically what looks like to be an open world Monster Hunter. But at least, for the case of Monster Hunter, that could make open world work, probably.
I mean, Monster Hunter has always kind of consistently followed, like, what... Essentially what the live service model should probably... If, like, there was ever an example for what the live service model should be, Monster Hunter is probably the perfect example for how it should work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which in all honesty, if any franchise was to go into an open world format, I'm surprised it took them this long to do it.
They've always been like, they've kind of, I don't know, they had like a big world map basically cut off into numerous segments. That's more or less what they did.
Yeah.
Their stuff. And the map wasn't particularly big.
Yeah, it wasn't so much that the map was big so much as it is... It's like small cut-off arenas.
Yeah.
It's just
There
one
we
big
go,
arena
finally.
to do a hunt.
If they can make it like seamless loading in the open world thing, that could actually be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like having to like figure out how to traverse into there like immediately.
But then there's a lot of like other small factors that kind of make that difficult, and I can't really blame them because you gotta also account for the fact that